last thing I would leave you guys with in terms of training versus working out. There's a big difference between those things. A lot of people work out, and that's so much better than not working out. Because most people do nothing, right? Sedentary is the norm. And what we want to be is like high capacity, high character humans. So we gotta move, right? We don't want to be sedentary. So working out is awesome. We can take that a step higher and we can train. Training versus working out requires intentionality, requires a well-rounded approach. So last thing I would say in terms of training for you guys, that workout we just did was nasty. Because when you're working hard. It's like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 effort level. If that feels like what you do every single day, don't do that. It's not how training's supposed to feel every day. Some days are a bit easier, some days are more threshold, and some days are more high power output sprints, and we need all of that. So give yourself permission to be intentional with your intensity and maybe slow it down, because less is more when you do less better.
We are super excited to be partnered with our friends at CompTrain, who are now providing the workouts for the Founders Only events. Doing some bench press right now, some conditioning, fun way to kick it off, get a workout in, never miss that morning workout.
We're gonna do an AMRAP 15, teams of 3, focus on really high power output, super simple movements. So we're gonna go in AMRAP 15, 8 dumbbell goblet squats, 6 sandbag over the shoulder, 4 burpee shuttle runs, and then you rest while your 2 partners do it. So this is a weekend filled with founders, CEOs, creators, entrepreneurs, investors, just coming together to network, kind of share secrets, help each other grow. You know, essentially the all ships rise on rising tides concept. And so figuring out how everybody's brands can serve each other, but also figuring out how like just gathering together typically serves to create what matters most, which is connection. And I think what you have across the board here with these folks is like, there's a deeper kind of resonant meaning to what they do. It's not just in it for money or capitalism or growth, but it's for connection, for community, and for what they can do to help make the world better. So it's really exciting. So this is kind of a pre-event workout. Doesn't start till tomorrow. So we're just getting a little bit of a lift in, sweat a little bit, kind of break the ice with a bunch of new folks and get some fitness in.
Yeah. Let's talk about the burpee. I know the burpee just feels like hit the ground to get off the ground. But there's a lot to do with burpees to make them more athletic and also more efficient. So whenever we do the burpee, 2 things you can think of is hand and feet placement. When we're doing burpees, our hands should replace our feet and our feet should replace our hands. So rather than throwing ourselves out there and just hitting the ground, our hands come down and replace our feet come up and replace our hands. So that's 1. 2, land with your feet wider. Or today, step up into a wide athletic stance that you can take off from. So what we don't like to see is this right here. That like weird Michael Jackson stance. We want to come up and be ready to take off. So hands replace the feet replace the hands, land athletically. Cool? We'll get going in like 2 minutes.
Show-yo? Oh, that's not show-yo. That's my recommendation.
What we are doing in terms of like kind of our conviction moving forward of foundational, well-rounded strength and conditioning, it resonates so heavily with the people here because what we are offering is essentially kind of all the things you need and none of the things you don't need for well-rounded strength and conditioning. So all these people are pursuing different things. Some of them are pursuing performance in sports. Some of them are pursuing performance in challenges and adventures. And some of them are not pursuing performance in anything fitness related and are just pursuing kind of achievement or leadership. And fitness is necessary for all of them. And the thing that is very cool is what we are now offering in terms of base, foundational, well-rounded strength and conditioning is the solution for them to use as a base for whatever they're chasing.
So I started doing CompTrain probably like a year after I started CrossFit. My gym just followed CompTrain, so I started out just like doing the class. And then obviously that led to a little bit more doing like the competitors programming and started competing in CrossFit. And ultimately that led me to, I was a swimmer prior to CrossFit. So that helped me qualify for Olympic trials. So that was just like literally doing the CompTrain competitors programming. So went up there and did quarterfinals with them a couple times, went to the CompTrain camp and stuff like that. So now I'm back.
Just like buried him.
Really? Still training. But we're looking for an ankle.
There's a ton of different ways.
They're just like connected, like
That's a good time. We love this. Really try to stay away from the other people.
Jameson.
Jake.
What's up, brother? Good. How are you, dude? What do you got going down here?
Making a plan for the High Rock Sim for today.
Nice.
But I do think it's going to rain quite a bit. So trying to come up with an alternative for safety purposes and also not to ruin all of Noah's equipment if it does rain and get pretty rowdy out here. So,
And how do you go about programming something like this?
I mean, man, this is really simple because what Eric wants is a High Rock Sim. So it's already kind of programmed for us in terms of stimulus.
Okay.
So really it's just coming up with how to maintain a similar stimulus and time domain in kind of constraints of environment and equipment and accessibility.
Oh, Dave, you got it. You got it, Dave. This is 50.
What is being as well-rounded and capable for you as maybe a father, husband, somebody who's gonna live longer? What is that to you? Being capable for life.
Yeah, so for me, like, I want to be able to like show up and be able to do whatever the activity is, like whether that's hiking, whether that's going out camping or rucking or backpacking. I'm getting ready to do the rim to rim to rim, so I feel like I have a good base of fitness. I just have to do like a lot of miles, put miles on my feet. So just to prepare for the demand that's going to be 50 miles up and down throughout a Grand Canyon. So just being able to do whatever is required of me and not being able to like have to sit on the sideline and watch.
Awesome weekend. Very valuable to be here. I think the value as a brand that we're taking away and the value that I'm taking away is that the proliferation of tech and the proliferation of AI is a massive tool to be utilized, but human connection, authentic relationship is, as it always has been, going to be the pinnacle of any experience, any product, and any brand. And so it really just reinforces our conviction that that is where we are moving as a brand. Is we're going to build awesome tech features so that people can move from sedentary to fit by the training inside of our app. But we also care more about connecting with those people in a really honest and authentic way. And so getting creative about how we can create connection in a virtual way, but also create meaningful connection in person and in real life with people, because the person behind the thing matters. So I think that's what I'm walking away with from Founders Only is you get in a room with people who just elevate your perspective. You get in a room with people who have accomplished awesome things, who have achieved great things, who have raised tons amounts of money, who have copious amounts of success, who are high performers and high achievers. But the authenticity of the person behind the work is the unlock and the thing that really matters. And I know that that's what matters to me, and that's what matters to us as a brand, is the character behind the capacity, so that you are using your capacity and your character to level up everything around you. And I cannot speak more highly of the people that I've met this weekend. So Founders Only is awesome. I think the benefit of CompTrain being here is awesome. I've had so many cool conversations around kind of this evolution of mentality of working out versus training, going from sedentary to movement, from movement to working out, which is where most people stop, but then working out to training. And I'm excited to continue to create a product that delivers like true progress so that it helps these people continue to chase the success and the influence, the leadership, and the impacts that they want to make.
That's a wrap on another successful Founders Only with CompTrain at this one. It was so much fun. Hopefully no one's too sore from all of the workouts we put you guys through. If everyone is, then blame it on the CompTrain guys. I mean, they did way more legs than I put people through with the world's toughest mile. Super fun weekends. If you guys want to come out to the next one, it is in June in Denver, and then we'll have another one back here in Austin in November of this year. Awesome time with the CompTrain crew. Got to hang with them a bunch, programmed some amazing workouts. Really good group of people. Definitely walked away with some new knowledge, higher ceiling, and lots of new friends.